Hello Redditors of the Internet, Noble Xenon here, and welcome back to another Reddit video, and today we will be looking at r/kids are flippin' stupid. These are kids who act like idiots. Let's get started. This first one's titled, My Little Brother Tried to Block the Lens, and as you can see, he is blocking a little screen on the side of the camera instead of blocking the lens. Wow. I see how it would make sense in a kid's mind. I mean, that's where you see the picture, so if you put your hand in front of it, you might block the picture, but no, it's through the lens, dude. Also, why are his hands so damn big? Moving on. When I was 8, I was in the school bathroom one day with a kid I was friends with. While we were washing up at the sink, he told me that the snot in your nose is actually worms crawling out of your brain. Stupid little gullible crap that I was, I believed him. Incidentally, I happened to have a runny nose that day. I ran out of the bathroom and caused a massive scene outside. I was screaming, crying, blowing the snot out of my nose onto the floor, trying to get the worms out of my brain. A ring of students had even formed around me, watching me lose my crap. Eventually, a teacher showed up, took me to the bathroom to clean my face off, and calmed me down. That was the most embarrassing thing I had ever done as a kid. Damn, was I stupid. Kids are always trying to make up some silly stuff all the time, like, wow. This next one is titled, I Knew Everything About Nothing. When I was a kid, I diagnosed myself with an allergy to eggs, more specifically scrambled eggs. I would eat fried eggs all the time for breakfast, no problem. My diagnosis was based on the fact that whenever I was sick, my mother would give me scrambled eggs because she knew they would be easy for my upset stomach to digest. But a couple of times unrelated to the food, I puked. I argued that I knew better than she did and that I was allergic to scrambled eggs but not fried eggs because they're different. My dumb bum was 8 years old telling the adult that made my food she was wrong and that there was an obvious difference between the two types of eggs. Sounds like another case of kid logic. It would be really unfortunate if adults thought that way. Oh wait, hunbots and anti-vaxxers think this way all the time, thinking that they're better than the doctor and all. Moving on. This next one is titled, Now This is Commitment. When I was a kid, my parents would make me shower at night most of the time so I'd be clean for school the next day. For whatever reason, I hated doing it. I used to just turn on the shower and chill for 5 minutes, then come out wrapped in a towel. My parents caught on to this real quick. So then I started doing the same thing, except I would just stick my head in it and get my hair wet. So if they questioned me, I would just say, feel my hair. They eventually caught on to that too. So for a while I was running in the shower, sticking my head and then washing my hands and arms with soap so I would smell clean. I went through all this damn trouble instead of just jumping in and taking a 5-minute shower. Damn, was I stupid. Damn, that's that kid logic right there. Take more effort to try to avoid doing something than it takes to actually do it. This next one is kids describing color to a blind person. Have you ever seen the color of a blueberry? I haven't seen anything ever. That's the whole point. To be fair, it's a pretty tough task for a kid. You really gotta think outside of the box when it comes to these descriptions. This mother is about to resort to violins. My son lost his cello. A whole cello which is as big as he is. Do you know how big a cello is? How do you lose a damn cello? I need answers. I don't understand what's happening. This next one was on r/Reddit. It's pretty serious. Parents of Reddit, what do your kids think they are hiding that you know about? My husband told my 6-year-old daughter that when you lie, your ears turn red. Now we know whenever she's lying because she makes sure to cover her ears first. We told her son that his neck gets red when he lies. It was hilarious to watch him lie because his shoulders would slowly raise as the story went on. Lying to your kids to expose lying. Big brain logic right there. My Bible teacher asked a class what biblical character had a conversation with a donkey, and my little sister said Shrek. LMFAO. I must have missed that chapter in the Bible. You missed it because it was in Psalms, which is a huge book. In particular, this was somebody once told me. Oh my god, that is genius. Take your damn gold and get out. This next one is titled, Never Leave Your Computer with Your Kid, because my 2-year-old decided my laptop should be on hard mode from now on. Took off all of the damn keys, bruh. I wouldn't even repair it, I'd just get a whole new child. This next kid's a little bit older, but still, nevertheless stupid. r/inflation fetish. I'm 12 and I have an inflation fetish. I went to inflation video I found on YouTube. Wrong r/, man. This sub is about economic inflation, dude. Looks like this kid's been on DeviantArt just a little too much. This next one was asked to the parents of Reddit, what is your best example of reverse psychology on your kids that actually worked? I took my 3-year-old son to one of those doctor's visits where he was gonna get a shot. He was worried about the shot on the whole drive over, almost to the point of tears. We get to the doctor's office and a nurse subtly lets me know that my son has not just scheduled for 1 shot, but for 5 in the same visit. I turn to my son with an exaggerated smile and tell him, good news! They figured out how to take that one big shot you were gonna get instead of breaking them into 5 little tiny shots so it won't hurt nearly as much. You could see the relief wash over his face. He stopped squirming and relaxed completely. He took the first shot and even smiled and said, it's true, the small ones don't hurt. We actually made it through the 3rd shot before the effect wore off and reality kicked in. Still, I counted it as a victory. When I was little, I thought if you peed and drank water at the same time, your internal organs would explode. So I tried it, and my organs exploded, and now I'm dead. Little sister. Do you know my friend Natalie? Me. Yes, little sister. Then what's her name? Me. Natalie? Little sister. What kind of sorcery is this? This next one is titled, my daughter's been playing live soccer for 20 minutes with a controller and insists her team of red is winning, and first of all, the score is 0-0 or 0-0 for those soccer fans, or football as everywhere else except for America likes to call it, and second of all, it's not even a video game. Wow. This next one is on Steam. Something stupid happened. I'm not allowed to have my own cell phone, so my dad forced me to use his phone number. My dad has a Steam too and uses the same number. Today my brother used my dad's account and cheated, and now my main account is VAC banned. It's true, and here's proof. My father will now write too. Hello, I'm the father, and what my son says is true. He did not cheat. It was his brother on my account. Please unban him, Valve. Sincerely, the father. Please unban. Well, after investigation, Steam has determined that in the case of your Steam account, you are not the father. You haven't known real fear until you've tried to use one of these. When I was little, I stuck these on my eyes and let them pop, and I thought I was gonna go blind. It hurt so bad. Oh my god, why would you do that? When I was 6, there was a time when I was at school and couldn't find my sandwich for lunch in my bag. I panicked because I thought I'd lost a sandwich and I knew my mom would be mad at me. I had to tell her what happened and she was not happy with me as expected. But halfway walking home, I realized I had eaten a sandwich and that's why I couldn't find it. I had a really small amount of pocket money, just a handful of small coins. My mother told me not to play with money as you don't know what kinds of people touched them before. My solution was to wash my coins with soap. Then I saw a report on the news about money laundering and how some people went to prison for that. I seriously panicked for days that I would go to prison because I was laundering my money with soap. Be careful, ladies and gentlemen. If you've ever washed money, the FBI could be knocking on your door. When I was 5, I found a half-dead butterfly outside my grandmother's house, thinking it was sick. I made a little sick bed for it out of leaves and grass in the middle of the yard, even gave it a cute little leaf blanket, and I watched it over for a couple of hours because I wanted it to get better. My sister, who was 2, walked over to me and asked me what I was doing. I told her about the butterfly, and she proceeds to take her foot and stomp on the butterfly as hard as she could. Oh no! I panicked and started crying, and she let out this little maniacal laugh that toddlers do. For reference, we're now 21 and 18, and I've never let her live that down. Can we get an F in the comments for the butterfly? So we're hiking on this hill near my sister's house and my 12-year-old climbs up a tall rock. I tell him that it's dangerous and he might get hurt, to which he says, do not question the elevated one, and then proceeds to fall down. And someone in the comment section saying r/that happened, but the kid is 12. You're acting like if he's like 3 years old. So this is definitely plausible. This next one is a shower thought. No one actually teaches you how to ride a bicycle. They just hype you up until you work it out. My dad said go forward, otherwise you'll fall. Thought I had cheated physics when I was standing still, feet not touching the ground. I started doing all these cool tricks while just balancing my bike without feet touching the ground. Dad came back and started asking, what the hell are you doing, kid? I started explaining how I'm cheating physics and how we were gonna be millionaires by me acquiring this skill, whilst I was still doing all the cool tricks and explaining. Dad just pointed his finger to the training wheels. Apparently, I had those on, and the kid's dreams were shattered from that day forward. I thought Michael Jackson has to stop whatever he is doing and sing when I play a CD. As a result, I never played it at night to give him some family time. Huh, silly kids. This last one, as you can see here, the difference between the Google Family Link for parents has 4.4 stars, and the Google Family Link for children has only 1.9 stars. I wonder why. Let's read the reviews. I hate this app so much. Like, my auntie put this on my phone. Like, does she really need to know this stuff? Like, they can just check our phone. Like, don't they trust us? Not whoever made this app. Send me your location. Someone's about to get dragged, and I'm also mad. You can't delete it. Like, what the heck? Anyways, the maker of this app is about to get dragged. Period. Terrible. My dad goes on and blocks my favorite games. I can't do anything. Don't let your parents get it, or you will be in hell. Google, this is your worst app. Delete it now. I can't install anything without permission and can't play more than 1 hour. I feel like my phone is watched every second like I'm in prison. Terrible. Thumbs down. Like, I can never use my phone. This app totally controls everything and I can't even install an app I really wanted to install. My father doesn't even know much about the app and he's installed it. This is the worst app in the entire world. No one should install it. It totally allows the parent to block almost every single app. I hope this app soon gets taken away. It totally ruined my whole life. It really has too much permissions. This app should be used on adults instead. I don't like this app because say your kid was sleeping and someone broke in and kidnapped your kid, so if you locked or made a bedtime limit, you can't get in touch with them, and once the kidnapper sees the phone, he'll break it, then you lose where your child went, so I say this app is really dangerous. Well, it looks like the app is working as intended. The kids hate it, the parents love it. This is the only case where 1-star reviews are really good for your app. Although be careful because the parents aren't the only one who's using the information and data collected. Big Brother is watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like. If you have something interesting to say, don't forget to comment. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe and hit the little notification bell. See you guys next time.